Ladies and gentlemen, Pimpmunk. And welcome to the morning with where you hear what?
What is so good?
Now you gotta do it like Missy.
What? I thought I just. What is so good?
Is
that good?
Missy will be here in a little bit. She's got something going on right quick. She's gonna be a little. We're joined today by Red Eye. What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
Morning. Very low.
Stop talking so much, Red Eye.
I'm going to pull a Shabisky and just say nothing for the entire episode.
Yeah. And we're also joined by the awesome Burnt Toast. How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Also, Bulls, move that Pimpmunk thing.
Yeah.
My camera's blurred. So, well, I can't wait till I get this other camera. But anyways, it is Tuesday, October the 6th. We're here. And that's it. That's all the show today. And then that's... Oh, I'm going to do my impersonation for you right quick. Guess what this is? That's Trump on a balcony.
Hey, stop picking on our glorious orange overlord. Come on, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, dude. I'm so sick of that fucker. He's sick of that fucker too, literally, because he's the reason he's sick, because he didn't wear a mask and try to act all badass and shit. But anyways, I can't wait till Missy gets here because I miss the intellect, not the breast, but the intellect.
Wow.
So how you doing, Miss Toast?
I'm great.
Hey,
I'm awesome.
You been battling lately with Shanny any?
Ugh.
That sounds.
There's always something going on with her.
Yeah, they're mad at Shabisky again. Apparently. They just gave him $100 too the other day. They went into his chat, gave him $100, and now they're saying they're going to take down his channel. Rev's saying he's going to take down Shabby's channel.
Yeah, see, when they give people money, they expect to not receive any criticism when they are racists. Scumbags.
Well, Shabby really didn't give him criticism. That's the point, though. He wants to blame me because I talk a lot of shit. And
Well, no, I was saying
because you do.
I was saying because you guys talked about it, and I only agreed that I thought that Rev was genuine. That's the only thing.
You did say that. You did say that only Rev was genuine.
I thought. I think.
You say he could be genuine. You didn't actually say you know he's genuine.
Yeah.
You said at times it seems like he may be genuine. And I do believe if Rev got torn away from that bunch, he may be a better person.
Slightly.
Yeah. Maybe. I said maybe. I don't know.
So they all hanging out with the clown car posse still?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know who they're hanging. Because one week they're talking about Jesus, and the next week they're talking about doing a threesome with people. I don't know.
And just so Rev knows, I demand $100 again and an apology with this $100 now, Rev. Okay?
Can I have $100 as well?
No.
Because?
Me.
No, both of us.
No, give his $100 to me too.
No, I'll fight you.
All right, fine. I'll split it with you.
Okay. Compromise. See how easy that was, America? We compromised.
Yeah.
Okay, we were getting some people saying it was laggy, but they're saying it's better now, I guess. So, good. I'm glad it's better. Sorry about the lag. It sometimes happens. What are
My
you doing,
fault.
shit?
Let me get my coffee real quick. Take 1
Oh
sec.
my God!
Hey,
Oh,
stop
you're-
yelling at me, okay? You know how mean
We got
people are
burnt
to me, like
toast
Red.
here. We got red eye here. We got two legends. Not really.
Man,
They're two.
and you
They're
fuck
amazing.
off and make coffee, you
Burnt
deadbeat.
toast is a legend in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not, but burnt toast is. Yeah.
Now,
Don't
you're
call
just
me
a
a le-
bitch in my opinion, red eye.
Yeah, I'm just some asshole on the internet.
How
It
hard
talks
is it
way
to
too-
make your coffee before I hit the go live button?
Apparently, in Shab's world, fucking impossible, mate.
It's difficult in Shabby's world. But now, see, here's the deal. I was in Shabisky's chat room one night. In his chat room, wasn't even on his stream or nothing. And Shanny saw fit to send me $50 on my Cash App. I'm like, okay. And then kind of found out they were also faking being me in their own chat room or some shit. I don't remember what that was about. And then they sent Shabby money and all this shit. But they already sent him some money. Then they sent him more money. And I guess they thought that we were going to be their allies. Well, they should have known better about me because I'm a dick to people I like.
Look,
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, ladies first. You go.
This is the thing that, especially Rev, they don't get. Like, I don't think that they've ever been around people who, like, you know, they roast each other and they tease each other. That's what family does. At least not in my opinion. That's what friends do. They bust each other's balls and they make fun of each other. And that's kind of the fun of being in relationships, in my opinion. They don't like that. They're very thin-skinned. And so if you don't essentially be their little cheerleaders, they're yeah in the background, they freak out. They can't handle it.
Well, they definitely can't handle me.
I'll be their official propaganda agent. I will just say nothing but nice things about them. I'll even stream and just call it Shanny's a nice person stream.
Well,
I'm a dirty whore and I'll do anything for money.
I'm definitely not. I'm definitely the kind you was explaining. Like, I fuck with my friends hard, right? That is, and one of the biggest things I do is, I've always said this, and people know I like to make people feel uncomfortable, and I have a method behind that because I think people open up more when they get out of their comfort zone. So I try to make people uncomfortable, especially my friends. But if they didn't know me by now, I've kind of got a reputation of telling people to fuck off. And if I don't like you, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off. And I don't like them. It's not nothing. I don't know them personally, but from what I heard and seen some of the things they do, I don't think they're very good people. I may not be the greatest person, but I like, consider myself a pretty decent human being. I'm not gonna sit there and run a person down that died the day before. And I'm not gonna sit there and make fun of people who lost their jobs because of the pandemic and shit like that. And I seen her do that about the pandemic stuff. I sit there and watched it live, and I was disgusted.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was because it's really a disgusting thing to do. So I got money, and and just basically call them garbage because they didn't have money during the pandemic. I'm like, that is shit. So yeah, I'll call you on it, and if you don't like me, that's fine. I'm okay with it. And but yeah, fuck them.
There's too many years of just previous bad behaviour. Like, my standout moment for Shani is when she's talking about G-Man and she's dropping the N-word, and that R is it's made out of
Definitely hard R.
solid steel. It's been forged out of steel.
And we
this
live in a different time.
Yeah, and look,
That shit
even
ain't
if you
acceptable anymore.
even if you want to be super Reggie, you can't do that in this day and age. It's not going to go over well. She wasn't trying to be funny. She wasn't. She was, and context is everything. I'm a big fan of context, and the context she was using is like, your road to redemption is decades long. Actually, it's a never-ending. You got to travel it till the day you fucking die, lady.
Well,
Sorry.
I said that to Shabby the other night when we were talking about it. I said I do believe that most people are redeemable, but in certain people's cases, you're gonna have to put in extra work, a lot of extra work. And Shannon is one of those people. And I do believe people can change because I am one of those people who actually change. Because I've said this a million times and I know people probably tell you, you people wouldn't have done. I was not a likable person in my 20s. Many years ago, I was a very unpleasant human being. I was mean. I mean, I really was. It wasn't like the funny shit you see now. I was mean. I was not a good dude. I was a bad person. And I changed my ways. And I did that because, you know, I wanted to be a better person. But you have to want to be a better person.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Shani does not want to be redeemed.
Yeah.
She is addicted to that high of having an antagonist
Any attention
to go back and
good
forth
attention
with.
for her. I've said this before. She's one of those people that doesn't matter if it's negative or positive attention. She has to have it.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw myself right under the bus here, and there's a witness to my behaviour. Poor old Bulls. I used to hang out in his Discord a lot, and wouldn't be that often, but I'd start shit for no good reason with the wrong people, and it'd blow right up, and he'd have to come in and do damage control. Eventually, at least I stopped doing it. I said to myself, you can't go around shitting on other people's parades like this. At some point, you got to take responsibility for your own fucking bad behaviour, and fucking at least stop doing it. All right.
His place and to getting me involved in the Shanny situation. It's his fault.
It is. I will blame Chad for that.
I'm going to do it again. Just because you said
that.
I
didn't pull a part in it. What? Bertos, I begged him to leave me alone with that situation. I swear I did. I ain't lying. I begged this boy. I said, quit bringing her around. Stop it. Don't do this. Because I will end up hurting her feelings. Oh, it's okay. And he kept doing it. And guess what happened? I hurt the bitch's feelings.
Well, I've seen people on her stream like actually try to be nice to her, and she still freaks out.
Yeah.
Because the second they disagree with her, she's like, "Get off! You're banned for life." You know.
Well, she's definitely got issues. I mean, and it's like, and she's not a likable human being.
No, she's not. Yeah, sorry, but she's just. Too many examples of her just being, well, she's just a big fucking turd of a human being, basically.
Yeah, and people, and like, I've pointed this out, I have made fun of her physical appearance. Look, I know I'm a big fat ugly dude, but but the thing about it is, though, people don't, make fun of that a lot because I'm not a bad person. I know a lot of ugly people, I've never talked about their physical looks. But when you're that bad of a person and you're ugly, things are gonna get pointed out.
Well, yeah, it's like you open the door to critique, and then like cheap shots will be taken because the low hanging fruit, it's right in front of your fucking face, and sometimes you literally just got to pluck it to get it out of your fucking way to get it over and done with. So it's like, all right, I'll address the elephant in the room and make a fat joke about it because it's so fucking easy and so fucking many fat jokes. It's just
I like fat jokes personally. I know a lot of fat people get all offended. I like them.
Well, I'm ultra skinny, and I fucking love all the skinny fucking jokes and references that people make. Like every time I walk into my friend's house who's a Maori, it's like all I hear is, "Jesus, mate, you need a good fucking feed," and his mum basically makes me sit down and eat food. It's the reverse of what fat people get. It's just like skinny shaming, except we get fed, so it's actually like really cool. We get free food. It's like, can't complain. Continue shaming me.
But she's also done streams where she did this one a couple of months ago where she was making fun of another YouTuber, and this other YouTuber is like losing weight and working out, and like she's doing really well. And Shani, I guess, is jealous because the girl's channel's growing. And so she started making fun of her, saying that she has, like, triple chins and she's really ugly and fat. And I'm just like, Shani, you are not the person to be saying that to somebody else.
Not with that forehead nipple.
No.
Like, why? Yeah. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I had the cops at my house.
Look.
Just an average
Stop
Tuesday,
breaking the law, you criminal.
mention the police at your house. I didn't know.
What episode of Cops are you going to be on? Send me the episode number.
I wish. But I think it's. I mean, I just hopped in, so I'm not entirely sure on the conversation, but for Shani to, talk about how Christ, like, oh, I'm Christian, I'm this, that, and the third, like, to judge anyone because of their outside appearance, especially when your outside appearance, like, you're not on the cover of Vogue, sweetheart. Like, no one's knocking down your door for modeling contracts. You have no room to talk about anyone's appearance.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, to me, going off of someone's looks to insult them is probably one of, like, the most childish high school things I can think. Like, if all you can do is attack how they look, then they're probably doing something okay in their life, because that's all you got. Like,
and let's just acknowledge that the young lady that's documenting her weight loss journey publicly on the internet, it's like, I don't like showing my face on the net because I'm just like an acne scarred. I've got a face that's perfect for radio. So for this, like, I acknowledge people that are willing to put their face out there and just go, yeah, because you're leaving yourself open to ridicule and judgment from fucking people like Shani, who have. We'll just say this to Shani: it's like, you live in a rather fragile glass house. Put the fucking bucket of stones down, lady. It's because you'll cut your feet on all of those shards. Just saying.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And I was just wanted to say to the young lady that's documenting her journey of weight loss, good for you, and I wish you all the luck in the world, and salute. She's brave. Good for her.
Yeah, it's very brave.
Fuck you, Shani. Get fucked.
And she's always complaining about how people are always attacking her. No, everyone comes after me. No one leaves me alone. Everyone's picking on me. Like, maybe it's because you go and you say rude things to other people who are literally just trying to do better for themselves.
Now, I will say some people do seem obsessed. That is a thing on here where a lot of people.
Yeah, some people are a little too sensitive.
Well, no, I'm talking obsessed with her.
Oh, obsessed with. I thought you said something.
Yeah, a lot of people talk nothing. They don't talk about anything but her. Which, I mean, hey, more power. If that's what you want to do, fine. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying. I do see a lot of people, but yeah, that's all. I can't do that. I can't spend that much time on her.
She doesn't want them to do that. Stop giving them content.
No, she wants them to do that. That's the thing. She complains about people talking about her. She doesn't hate it. She loves it. She wants you talking about her. She really. That's like Brett King. Brett King, he wants people to talk about him. It's the way it's always been.
They manufacture a situation like the N-word video, which will get a lot of traction. And people will comment, and that brings her into the spotlight. And then she attempts to play the fucking victim card. And to that, I'll say, hey, Shani, if you don't want to be a victim of your own stupidity, stop sitting in front of a camera and a microphone and broadcasting yourself on the fucking internet doing really stupid shit. It's that simple.
Yeah, people go, because especially in here, because a lot of YouTubers are in that genre, to where they are reactors and they react to other people, and so if you give them material, they're going to use it. That's just the way it is, and so that's how that side of YouTube works. So if you're going to sit there and fucking talk shit and argue with them and be stupid, they're going to talk about you. So I want to make it clear, I wasn't disrespecting anybody who does do this kind of videos about her. I'm just saying that I personally can't, because, dude, I'll mention her like once or twice every now and again, and I'll move on, because my head hurts when I think about her. My stomach, my ass. She makes my pucker string draw up.
Oh, damn.
Makes my birthing sac dry up.
Yeah, makes your birthing sac. But she's a bad person, we can say that much. We're going to move on from her in a minute and talk about another asshole.
Oh, God.
Shabisky.
Mm.
What did I do? Nah,
You
let's
know-
talk about how Missy, the criminal, got away from the
I'm gonna
cops.
tell you what you did. You got by yesterday without doing the word of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I snuck
my
right
That's
God.
by.
criminal.
You do.
That-
You
Yeah.
got to do two today. So
Yeah,
let's
you
do
got
the
two
first
words.
one right now. Word of the day,
Greatest.
part one. Come on. What's
What?
word of the day, part one? What's the word?
Oh my God, you guys!
Give him half the word right now.
Ah, it's good. You're
Part
gonna
one.
make him do two words. He's got to catch up.
Say something nice to burnt toast, Shabisky.
You're the greatest, burnt toast.
Well, he just said something nice.
Oh, sweet.
Yee.
It's the same
Proud of you.
compliment he gives everybody. Why don't you ever change it up a little bit? Like,
What?
awesome.
You're like third grade sentences.
He's
Like,
like he's
you
a
are
South Park
great.
character. He's just a South Park character. It's just like
He's awesome.
it's the greatest.
It's the
And
greatest.
if something goes wrong, it was an accident.
Fuck you, I'm going home. Fuck you guys, I'm going home.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny. See?
Yeah.
I am home.
So, what you doing? Shane? What you doing, Missy? She froze.
Not
Did I?
here.
She's lighting a joint.
Lighting
Jeez.
the incense so that
Yeah.
the joint doesn't make the house all stinky.
Oh.
No, that's just a very thin joint right there. You're like,
It's like a pinner.
yeah,
A foot-long pinner.
that's boss as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You're like Cruella DeVille over there or some shit with your big ass joint. That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
I've
that's
got
just
one of those joint holders that's like 2 in 1. So you can put 2 joints at the end of it and smoke like out of one.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So, did you hear about Kelly? You know who Kellyanne?
Oh, you talking about the shit with memes? I want to punch that lady in the face.
Huh?
Oh, what?
Kelly, I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong person. Hang on.
Yeah, you talking about something. What the hell are you talking about?
Are you talking about the press secretary to
Yes,
the White House?
Trump's press secretary, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Her
from
daughter went on TikTok, her 15-year-old daughter, and said that everybody lied. Her mom and them lied. That Trump is in bad health.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's like bad. And then her daughter come on her, Kellyanne come on her mom come on Twitter and started saying shit. Well, she's only 15.
I don't give a fuck. Did you see I saw the video that Jeff shared on Twitter, and when you see the daughter like sit up and kind of like, it's the same thing that my teenagers do when they lie to me. It's like this smirk, like they got caught and they can't make it go away, and like she side eyes the camera and like what are you talking about? Like you can tell her daughter's full of shit. Like.
No, I think her daughter's being honest.
Well, I mean, like you can tell that the daughter
Oh, that
is
she's lying to
knowing
her
that the
mom.
mother is full of shit. Like you can tell she's like, I don't know what like
Yeah, okay, I get you.
you can just tell. You can tell if you have teenagers, you know that look that the kid gave to the camera. My kids give me the same fucking look.
All right, got to give Dylan Pickle an update. So what's going on is the former press secretary to the White House is having a very public spat with their child. So mum and dad are opposing camps. One of them's Democrat. The lady obviously is a Republican, but they kind of made peace with it. The daughter has not made peace with it and caused so much of a stink that she announced that she was going to divorce her mummy and daddy publicly on Twitter. So mum quit her job as the press secretary. She recently got the Rona from the super spreading event, which was the judge, that new judge being sworn in or nominated or whatever the fuck, 150 of the idiots together, and then they all jumped on a plane. Super spreaders. And so apparently now the young lady has come out and said Trump way sicker than and then mum's come out and gone, I don't know what she's talking about, and mum's done the classic she's not had a very good poker face. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There's your update, Dylan. Wink.
Yeah,
There
you
you
can
go.
just tell.
It's
But what I
just-
thought you were talking about was Carolyn Broysenko. Broysenko?
I don't know who that is.
It's some lady on Twitter that like decided she was going to be the tough guy on the internet about memes and like attacking memes yesterday on Twitter. That's what I thought you were talking about. Because Carolyn and Kelly, I'm stoned. It got mixed up.
What's that? What's she attacking? What's she going tough guy about? I don't understand.
Here, let me pull up the thing because it's like a couple different parts. Mems tweeted out yesterday, in case you haven't heard this yet today, you are valid, loved, and this world is better for having you in it.
Yeah, I've seen
This
that.
woman, Carolyn Broysenko, quote tweeted and said, except if you disagree with Memory's politics. And Memory said, except if you actually read through my thread, you can see that I stated I extend this statement towards those I dislike, but good morning to you too. And then this woman literally attacked Mems and was like, good morning, little coward who's scared to show her face and would probably never have the courage to face me in person if you saw me on the street. Don't worry, darling, I have bigger fish to fry than your little friend today. And Mems has said, like, I have absolutely no problem with showing my face. My profile picture is, because her profile picture has a flag bandana mask thing, and it says I have absolutely no problem showing my face. My profile picture is because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and I'm showing my American patriotism with my flag bandana.
Okay, well, okay. So basically, it's just some conservative bitch.
Just some woman just like literally attacking Mem, saying, "Oh, go show your face online. You're scared." It's like, Mem shows her face all the time.
I'm thinking very seriously about having some manufactured drama with Shabisky. Me and Shabisky are gonna go at each other on Twitter.
You could. I think
That'd
that's
be
what
awesome.
Keemstar and Leafy are doing right now. Because Leafy said that Keemstar fucked H3H3's wife.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
probably.
what?
Yeah, you see what I said about Leafy the other day?
Wait, what did you say about Leafy?
I caught him. What did I can't remember my exact fucking quote. What did I say? Shit, I'm gonna go over here and look at it right quick. Cause what he come on there talking shit, saying it just sounded like something somebody would say back in 2016. Like, fuck your safe space, and, you know, a bunch of, he says, controversial take, fuck trigger warnings, and fuck your safe space. And my comment was, so it looks like this squeaky little fuck stick is trying to relive 2016.
You can manufacture
He's trying to be
drama.
edgy. Just like when he put the N-word.
Dead, though, really. I mean, come on. The 2016 edgelord shit is gone, baby. You missed the boat on that one.
It's just like when a couple months ago he tweeted out something with the N-word, not with the hard ER, not with the hard R like Shanny, but still he did that. And you could tell he's just aiming to be edgy and get attention. That's the whole goal.
I don't like the little fuck.
Because it's not like there's a global pandemic where there's plenty of fucking real drama to fucking get worried about and stressed about. It's like, I reckon we're going to go on. Like, for instance, H3H3 and his, they've done a line of jumpers and sweaters, and then
I've seen that.
Is it Jeffree Star or is it fucking
No,
James
it's,
Charles?
James Charles supposedly copied his Teddy Fresh design.
Did exactly fucking copy it, color for color, in the same panels. It's like, you cannot say you did not copy their shit.
The only thing that's different is Teddy Fresh has a little red pocket, like right there on the chest, and James Charles says sisters across the boobs.
Well, listen, James. I watched a video on a channel called It's a Gundam, and It's a Gundam. He was doing the video, and he's flashed up the pic of H3s, and he's flashed up the photo of the other one, and he didn't realise that he was looking at the second one. for about a fucking minute until he stopped me and went, oh shit, they may have something here because I've just realised that that's the fucking second photo and that's not the first. And he's gone, oh my goodness.
You got confused.
They may have a bit of a problem because if you look at the things like side to side, coloured, they are fucking identical. And if he's just changed a little tiny bit, I think a judge is going to go and get fucked.
Transformative enough.
No, not even close. It is a dead set reproduction of. It's not even changed a little bit. It's so fucking mind-blowing.
It would be like me designing the Adidas logo and then writing Adidas on the bottom of it and then putting like an exclamation point at the end of it and being like, well, no, that's my design completely.
Wait, the way you was doing that means like you're jerking off.
If I did this.
If I did this.
Comfortable.
Yeah. Now Burnt Toast is all quiet because we made her uncomfortable.
Who's watched this? Who's watched the South Park Pandemic special? I've just seen it. Oh,
I haven't seen it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my fucking! Oh, I can't spoil. I can't talk about it. Then if you haven't seen it, fucking fuck. All I can say is, it is more than I could have ever hoped for.
I heard that.
And I want to say one thing.
Okay.
It is the single best use of the Motley Crue song "Dr. Feelgood" humanity will ever see, and I have it on good authority that Motley Crue came in and recorded that specifically for. So that's not the original recording. That's Motley Crue coming in and recording some shit in the studio in 2019 or 2020 when they made that. That's legit as fuck, and that's the only spoiler I put in. It's the best use of a Motley Crue song ever. It's perfect. It's just like
was saying that their portrayal of the police force is like spot on.
It's it's making fun out of it because, all right, just sidetrack. Let's put things in perspective. How many policemen are there in America?
A lot.
Tens of thousands. And the Black Lives Matter movement's calling out 14 cases of shitty policing. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get into discussions. Just can't throw the whole barrel of apples out because there's a couple of bad apples and I'm just going to shut the fuck up. But you're right. Everything they did in that fucking South Park episode was perfect. Funny as fuck. Like, I can't say any spoilers because you guys haven't, but it's just, they nailed it. They fucking nailed it. It's perfect.
But the problem is, though, about the whole bad apple thing, though, if you don't take the apples out of the barrel, the other apples will spoil.
I didn't say, I said don't throw out the whole barrel.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but a lot of them are starting to get spoiled.
Yeah, obviously, you pick out the fucking bad apples, like the ones that want to murder the other apples. You might want to get rid of those apples.
Exactly. I just want to make that clear that the people didn't read.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to make a point.
No, I
didn't want to start shit.
I got what you meant, but you know how people are.
Yeah, it's like, if you say the wrong thing these days, people can fucking detonate and videos get reported, so it's not a problem, boss. I'm not trying to start shit with anyone.
Yeah, you are, you shit starter.
Right. No, well, speaking of shit starting, let's talk about the new little segment that I fucking love that Burnt Toast and Black Eye TV have come up with. Their Black Toast TV, because I love.
Peas.
No, Black Toast TV.
So she's the new chick on the Black Eyed Peas. She replaced
Burnt Toast is the new lead singer of the Black Eyed Peas.
She replaced. I don't like it. What's the new Fergie?
What? Wow. Okay.
Go ahead, talk about this.
I want to know when the new one is coming. Like, when can we expect the next one? If you guys haven't checked them out, they are fucking hilarious. They're so good.
What we've been doing, we've only had 2 episodes, one on his channel, one on mine. But what we're planning is that we're gonna alternate on different channels. So next time will be his channel, the next time will be my channel after that, and we just kind of grab Lowell's Cowl videos off the internet, crazy people cringe videos, and we just roast the shit out of them. And it's just kind of off the cuff. We don't like think about it too much beforehand, and It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Shabisky next. Make fun of his stuff.
Oh, don't pick on me.
Uh-huh.
I'm innocent.
They're so funny. I don't want to spoil anything, just because I don't want to, because they're hilarious. Like from start to finish, I laughed my ass off. So I'm gonna grab a link
Stand
to
up. Still there.
both. What?
You said you laughed your ass off. Stand up and see if it's actually gone.
No. I'm going
Lied.
to put. Yes.
You just lied.
Yes, because I won't show you that my ass is.
Off. You said it was off. You said you laughed it off. It shouldn't be on
But then
there.
it went back on. It doesn't stay off. It's got to stay on.
Find out. Maybe if you become on a Missy's Patreon, you might be able to find out if she's still got a butt. Just saying. Might be able to. Might not be able to. I don't know.
We're not there in that segment yet. We're not demanding yet.
I saw an opportunity and I fucking went for it, and I will apologise for nothing.
Still waiting on that word of the day, by the way. Still
Yeah,
waiting
Shad.
on that
We're not
word
letting you
of-
off the hook.
Yeah. Well, let's talk more. Let's get. Is that all we're talking about, burnt toast? You done with burnt toast now? You don't want to talk to her no more, Missy?
No. What? What? Where did that come from?
Are you being an asshole to burnt toast now? You just gonna be just publicly shame our guest all of a sudden?
How did I do that?
I don't know. I'm just being stupid.
See
I
the
just
look she
put,
just gave you then? That's the look you get about 5 seconds before she stabs you.
I just put links to both Burnt Toast and Black Eyes TV's channels down there, so you guys can find
Now it said Black Lights TV.
Black Eye TV's Black Eye TV.
Black Lights.
Black Lights TV.
Why you keep calling them black guy? Why you being racist? What you say that guy's TV?
Because his name is literally Black Eye TV.
Why is he using his color as propaganda?
You're gonna have to ask him that, not me.
Why is he being like that? I'm so stupid. So okay, Shabisky, give me that word of the day real quick.
Okay. All right. The word of the day is terpsia.
I don't know
Wait.
terpsia though.
You don't?
No. Explain.
It's
What
the
is it?
doctrine that pursuing sexual pleasure is the goal of life.
Yes.
You know terpsia.
I am whatever that is. Say it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Missy is a terpsia.
So is the goal? Your goal in life is nothing but
Sex.
sexual pleasure.
Yep.
Yeah.
All I want.
And yes. Okay, but no, I wouldn't want that to be my only goal in life.
It's yeah.
So basically, you're the Eldar of the Warhammer 40k universe. They just fucked themselves into non-existence.
Basically, what it should say.
Yeah, they fucked themselves into non-existence and created a chaos god. That's how much fucking they did. They repopulated the galaxy and broke
Okay,
their own
Burnt Toast, are
productive
you
cycle.
know something?
No, because I do think about other things.
There you go. While she's having sex. She goes with some horrible
Sometimes,
horrible
sometimes I
men.
think about other
They be
things.
fucking her, she thinking about goddamn toast.
Sometimes people think about pizza, for instance.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have thought about what I was going to eat afterwards. I ain't going to lie.
What about murder before?
You know what I've got sitting right next to me here? Half a pepperoni pie that
Dude,
I'm going to be chewing on shortly.
I was getting a blowjob one time, and I was thinking about we're going to Burger King after this. I am not lying.
I was thinking about murdering someone.
It's like mid-fuck and you're like, whoa, what do you want from McDonald's?
No!
What do you want from Burger King?
Don't ever mistake Burger King for McDonald's
It
again.
was an accident. I'm sorry, babe.
Burger
I
King
want
is...
a Big Mac. I want a Big Mac.
No, you do not
Big
get
Mac,
Big
Big Mac.
Mac.
Actually, I beg to differ. Hungry Jack / Burger King over here in Australia have just released a dead set fucking copy of a Big Mac, but they call it the Big Jack. It's like, you fucking geniuses. You marketing fucking geniuses. Because it's basically a bigger version of what Macca's is selling. It's fucking great.
Yeah, and then that ain't. Yeah, it's well, they hadn't done it here, but yeah, they probably will.
No, they did it up here. It was the Grand Mac.
Yeah, something grand, something. I do remember that. It wasn't as good either. Because I am a fan of the Big Mac, but I think McDonald's just released a burger and they gave it a completely different name. It's a Big Mac, but it's a completely different name. The only difference between it and the Big Mac is there's no.
Right.
You're
Dylan's
talking
just
about
said.
the Travis Scott burger.
Right.
Right?
The Travis Scott burger's got bacon on it and shit, right?
Oh.
I used to. I mean, I don't mind it. I used to always just get a double cheeseburger and tell them to leave the ketchup and mustard off and add mac sauce.
Yeah, my mom likes to do that. I've done it with quarter pounders too, like, because, quarter pounders good.
I'm sorry, Shab, though I interrupted you. What were you saying?
I was
You're
the one
fine.
talking. He interrupted me, and you interrupted him.
me.
You interrupted me.
You want to fuck about this?
And I'm going to interrupt you guys and say, hey, Dylan,
now-
they actually, Macca's is short for McDonald's because we shorten things in Australia, and they actually use that in their marketing now in their ads. They just say Macca's because we just do that.
Kind of like how we
language.
do Mickey D's.
Yeah,
Y'all
it's
gonna
just
make
our
Bert
version.
Toast not want to come back here again because y'all stupid.
Yeah.
I'm offended about how you're talking about my cousin's other bread products.
Toast is my favorite carb. We all know this.
I like toast. I like to spread toast open.
Now you're just getting dirty.
Wow.
But I
I
spread
feel
toast.
sexually harassed.
Wait,
Wow.
you got to bring it.
I can put you in contact with a good law firm.
I like to take the mayonnaise and put it on toast because I like to put my white stuff all over toast.
Yeah, it's the same law
Yeah.
firm I use when Pimp wouldn't stop sending dick pics. They're effective.
I'm talking about y'all perverts. I'm talking about bread.
Where's my butt hurt lawyer when I need one? I'm gonna make 50 videos and be like, help me, you too. I'm being sexually harassed.
I'm just going to go get my armor on and a white horse and we'll white knight the shit out of this situation.
I'm gonna go on Twitter and tag the White House. Pimpmunk is bothering me.
If you make enough noise, you could address the UN like fucking Zoe Quinn and that other fucking crazy lady did. That was amazing.
Shanny went to tag the White House when people were sexually harassing her.
She did?
Yeah, that's why I made that joke.
That's why she's saying that, because Shanny did that.
Oh, I didn't know that. She really did that.
She added Donald Trump.
Zoe Quinn actually managed to bullshit her way onto the floor of the United fucking Nations with, who was the other crazy fucking lady with her? It was all bullshit. It was amazing. It's like, how the fuck did you get to address the United fucking Nations? You crazy woman.
Oh, what's her name? I didn't need a Sarkeesian. She was there.
Oh, that's right. And Zoe Quinn's the one that did a Kickstarter with the Chuck Tingle game. Got $80-something, and we're 2 years later, has not updated the Kickstarter. Got the money, fucked off, worked on another game, drove a dude allegedly to commit suicide. Yep. The Forever Sleep. And Zoe's a piece of fucking work. Jesus Christ. Frightening.
Do you not see us, Sheb?
I've heard of
shit.
Carl's Jr.
What the hell is
weird. Yeah, I
wrong
don't
with
see you and
Skype?
me.
What the hell is wrong with Skype?
Pimp, what did you do?
Like, we didn't touch nothing. It just...
I can see
I see
people.
Pimpmunk.
Alright, I
That's
can
it.
see Pimp, I can see Shab.
I see Shab, Missy, Pimp.
I mean, I can see Red Eye and Burnt Toast
There's
Little Bubbles,
Missy.
but...
Missy
Yeah,
came
Missy's
back.
back.
Alright.
Shav
This-
is not back, man.
This is the part where someone holds up the cartoon with like the snake wrapping around the cameraman and attacking him like we're having technical
It's
difficulties.
definitely Skype because the Skype windows is up. It's weird.
That's what we need. We need one of those old school 70s. Sorry, back in a moment, we're having technical difficulties. Back in the day when TV stations used to constantly break down because they were patchwork pieces of shit. Do you remember that, boss, when we were young? You'd be in the middle of a movie and it's like getting to the real good bit, and then it just stops and it's like this thing comes up with like a cameraman fighting an anaconda.
Yeah.
This is, we're having technical difficulties and our program will be back.
You can't talk about anacondas because Shabby's into lizards and he thinks it's racist to bring up bigger reptiles.
Oh, he's just gonna think that you're talking about his peen.
I'm gonna make Shab's pee hard because today in Australia, a very interesting article popped up. I'm actually gonna go and grab that son of a bitch because
I'm sorry for toasted the Australian guy's stupid.
A snake handler caught a eastern brown snake, and you might go, "Oh yeah, that's nice." Well,
so you caught Hannibal's dick. Okay.
Here's the problem. This eastern brown snake, usually the average weight of an eastern brown snake in this region of Australia is around 680 grams. This motherfucker was 1.83 kilograms.
I don't know what that means. You have to use pounds because we are dumb Americans.
How much is?
Or I am a dumb American.
It's 3 times its normal weight.
I knew what it meant. I'm not a dumb American.
Well,
That's why I corrected it and said I am a dumb American.
I'm going to throw a link.
Some of us is actually
chat.
Was a drug dealer at one point.
Allegedly. Fucking allegedly.
Yeah, that might be why some people know what kilograms and grams is all about.
Yeah, I'm just not good at math.
How much kilograms are in a pound, Pimp?
Oh, fuck, dude.
2.5.
Then he doesn't even know. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Wait, I was brought up on metric. It's roughly 2.5 pounds to a kilo, roughly.
It's a big ass brown snake, is what it is. It's a big ass snake.
Yeah, it's.
No, that's not right. It's 3 pounds, right?
No, it's around 2.5 pounds to a kilo. I thought, roughly. Now it's not exactly 2.5. It's off.
That's a big ass snake.
It's a big ass snake.
Yeah, that snake is
translated to big ass snake.
Here's the thing: those snakes, when they hatch out of their egg, have got enough venom in them straight away to kill an adult human being, off the bat, straight out of the fucking egg.
That's what Jack Ripper says.
Okay.
I was way off. I thought it was 3 pounds.
But if when they're just born, they have enough venom to kill a human, like an adult man. You know?
Straight out of the egg when they hatch. If you open one of their mouths up and push their fangs down and they inject you with their venom, they will give you enough venom to kill you. This thing, and here's the thing about these snakes: they're not mellow. They're quite cranky. So if you annoy them slightly, they will fucking come at you. And the ones out west are called mulga snakes, and they're the really big fucking bastards. But this guy is a monster. Like, I've seen him at probably 2/3 that length, and when I see him that big, we usually pull a gun out and shoot them, because you don't fuck with brown snakes, I'll kill you. Like, you play murder ball with those things, but all of the hippies now go, don't kill the snakes won't hurt you. It's like, oh, bullshit, they'll kill you.
I wish y'all could see this, but ain't no way I can show you without pouring out of my hands. But I put the hand sanitizer in my hand, and I swear to God, it looks like the shape of a dick.
No way.
That's just manifest destiny.
I give it a hand job.
Oh, God. You're enjoying that a little too much.
I am.
Oh,
What's
no,
up, no. I like pandas.
Right. Thanks, Jack, for the correction in the weight there.
Yeah, well, I was way off. I thought it was 3 pounds.
But it's still a big ass snake.
Yeah. Now, here's the best bit. It's an old people's home, right? And this thing's out on the lawn sunning itself, going la 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 la. I'm a big snake. They ring the snake catcher. He comes in and grabs it. One of the nurses actually got a bit upset and said, "Oh, I wish we didn't have to get rid of it." It's like, no, you kind of have to, because if it bites the old residents there, they're going to die really, really fucking quickly. So it has to go. But really good at rodent reduction. Like, you will not have mice and rats around your place with one of these fucking things roaming around. You won't have anything else either. People. Yeah. They play murder ball. We'll call them cranky snakes because they see you and they go, and they sort of come after you.
Where does that come from? Is there a movie or a game that comes from Murder Ball?
Oh, I'm not sure where I picked the reference up from.
I've heard that reference before.
Yeah, I just use it regularly now to describe life in general. It's just one big game of murder ball.
Shouldn't have said it though now because I'll be thinking about it and I can't get it out of my mind now.
We should make up a really cheesy video game and just call it Murder Ball.
Murder Ball. Or we could hit Shabisky in the nuts with an axe and call it Murder Ball.
We used to play a really sexist game at school. It's called Kill the Man with the Ball. No women allowed. Actually, we used to let the girls play and they used to get fucking ruined.
Dude, we used to play a very, very homophobic game when I was a kid. Well, we had a homophobic name anyway. It's called Smear the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kids played that where I live too.
Yeah. Very homophobic name.
All right, but
yeah, it was like whoever had the ball got a tackle, right?
Right, that's Kill the Man with the Ball. So the rules of that game were you're in a confined space. If you go out of the boundary, everyone gets to punch you once. So you've got to stay within the boundaries. Yeah, and then it's Kill the Man with the Ball. And I don't know why anyone ever wanted the fucking ball in the first place when I look back at this game, but you used to try and get the ball and then try and keep the ball and get the shit kicked out of you in the process. And there'd be 50 dudes playing it. And the teachers would just be looking, going, yep, it's like fucking the gladiatorial arena in fucking Rome. It was madness. And it was totally sanctioned by fucking teachers, and there were kids throwing big hits.
It wasn't just like when you was a kid, right? It was that way when I was a kid too. I don't think they'd do that these days.
Oh no, workplace health and safety. That as soon as the first kid caught the ball and they were running on concrete, they'd run out and go, no, Timmy, take them out to the grass and say, no running.
And see, when I was in school, dude, we had at one school I went to, we had a principal. If you got in a fight, he would take you into the gym and give you gloves and let you work, boxing gloves and let you work it out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
Damn.
Schools were a different place back when, like, I was born in 1972, so I hit primary school.
Don't say it in the chat room either, last man. Don't do that. I was saying, I was not using the word because I didn't want that word being said because it's homophobic. So please don't say it in the chat room either.
So yeah, school was a lot different, and workplace health and safety wasn't anything. For instance, we used to have a playground with certain installations, and one of them was a big metal grid that went up about 30 feet in the air, and it had framework all over it. And we used to get on the top of this thing, hang upside down, hold onto a bar, and then just sort of let go and drop down and call it the death drops. And so many kids lost their front teeth on that fucking thing. It wasn't funny. Like, they just dropped down and smashed their fucking donk. You'd hear the bong.
Are you
on
referring
the
to the monkey
tube.
bars? Those old
No. This
monkey
is
bars.
think of a chessboard, but stood up, and it was just metal pipes forming a grid, and it just stood up straight in the air, and you could climb over it. So think of it, it's like a chessboard up 90 degrees, so it's pointing straight up in the air. And we used to hang off this thing, and this is all part of our school. We had these fucking mad. We had the like all of the gymnastic stuff. There was no padding.
We had
merry-go-rounds,
merry-go-rounds, so I can't complain. We had fucking merry-go-rounds were horrible.
Yeah, they had some dangerous shit on the playgrounds, and I guess
they did.
But like the monkey bars, that shit was dangerous.
Oh,
yes,
we used to have kids.
My dumb little fat ass child self got on the very top of the goddamn thing, stood up on the motherfucker, right? Because I was dumb, and then I fell, and I went bloop, 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 bloop. My face. I came up with like the 15 people that kicked me in my goddamn face.
Yeah, it's not fun to fall off that shit.
No, it hurts. And the merry-go-round ain't nothing but a puke wheel.
Oh, the no, it's worse. It's worse. I busted my head open on a merry-go-round because I was on the outside hanging off the back. Like when they get going fast, you could.
Boys are home.
Well, yeah, we are, but the centrifugal force.
Fancy stuff.
The centrifugal force flung my ass off the back.
You ever do this, Bulls? You stand up in the middle and you have about 4 kids run and push the motherfucker.
And try to get you off of it? Yeah. Yeah, you get flung off there with some serious fucking force, basically.
It's crazy.
It's like you're a little gerbil going to space camp, doing G-force testing. Whee!
I want to point out something. Missy's been pissing, as she says, peeing. We all know she's taking a shit, but the whole time she's been in the chat room.
Well, maybe she can multitask. Yeah, see? Yeah, right? Huh? Yeah.
I don't like her poop chatting.
Well, it's not against the regulations. It's not on the books. You got nothing about it in the company regs. We're going to have to allow it.
Down the book, Shabisky. No poop chatting.
Okay.
So you're going to say that you've never poop chat?
Dude, I have so many.
You have.
Listen, on behalf of legal department just called, you cannot retroactively change someone's contract after the fact. She's contractually allowed to poop chat. Sorry, boss.
I've pissed and nobody on a live stream. Nobody knew I was doing it.
You've also run into the.
I grabbed it down. I had this little picture one time. I grabbed the motherfucker and pissed in it.
You've also just grabbed your phone and run into the bathroom and just muted and just pissed. You didn't actually show it, people. We knew what you were doing. You just yeah. But
I've done that.
He stealth peed on stream. No, I didn't even know it.
You laughed real hard because you heard me running. I was about to shit myself.
Yeah.
I also have stitches in me, so it takes a little bit longer for me to get around.
We know you were shitting. Don't give me the stitches excuse, because this happens all the time before the stitches. And by the way, you do look better today. I wanted to point that out. You because of the surgery stuff. You was bloated a lot yesterday, and you look not
as so swollen. Like my whole body was
very swollen yesterday. That's the first thing I noticed about you when you get on camera. I was like, damn. Either that was the surgery or that bitch ate a whole lot of ho-hos this weekend.
No, I asked my sister too because I couldn't even my shoes were tight.
Yeah.
I couldn't put my sneakers on, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I messaged.
As you know, I suffer from edema, right? I get fluid on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people notice all the time. People are like, you look fatter than you did yesterday. You know what I mean? Like smaller because I get fluid and I lose it, and it's actually a lot of weight that I lose in days. It's weird, but yeah. So
I asked my sister because I have, I'm really sensitive to metal, so I can only wear real gold or real silver, things like that. So I was like, is there a staple in me? Am I having an allergic reaction? Because I was genuinely worried. And she said, because at one point during the procedure, my blood pressure dropped down to 86/53. And
wow.
And I was put on a bed alarm, so I wasn't allowed to get up on my own or anything like that. But because it dropped that low, they put 2 bags of that IV fluid and started pumping me full of fluid.
The top was way too low.
No, my sister said that I'm swollen because of all that fluid that they pumped in me.
It is. It basically had edema for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's starting to go better. I can actually see my ankle definition. I legit had ankles.
Your top was your systolic, I think it's called, but it was way because it's supposed to be 120. So being 80 something, that wasn't. Now the bottom was low, but it wasn't death level low or nothing because you can get down to 60 on that. So without it being, so yeah. But yeah, your blood pressure was definitely down.
I have low blood pressure all the time anyway.
I know about blood pressure because my high blood pressure.
It's common for me to have really low blood pressure.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was pregnant, my top number didn't go above, like, 113. So...
We got a black person in the chat room.
We do got a black person in the chat room.
Oh my god.
There's a black man there. Everybody.
I believe it's Monty and not Hannibal, guys. Just so you know.
Yeah, that's Monty, guys, not Hannibal. That's the one that likes to fuck white bitches.
He's probably here because he's got a crush on burnt toast.
I think he's got a crush on Shabisky.
Oh damn.
Because
I mean, who doesn't have a crush on Shabisky, really?
if you bring it up and don't y'all say it now.
Oh my.
Why? He's the greatest.
No, you know.
The greatest.
I know what you want. Shabisky's thinking it right now. He knows he's a little bitch. If you bring him on,
What? Bring up your 3
Mama
testicles?
Pimp. Mama
No.
Pimp.
Oh, Mama Pimp.
Mama Pimp. I miss you, Mama Pimp. Mama Pimp.
I wish
Mama
you-
Pimp and Shab got married the other day,
Is
burnt
my mom
toast.
what you like about fire? I swear.
Shab is officially Pimp's stepdaddy.
Yeah.
We're
Oh.
never gonna say that.
Quiet
again.
down, son. Quiet down, son. Okay.
She likes the two people that I don't understand. Like she likes Shabisky and Red Eye.
We're the greatest.
I can understand liking Red Eye a little bit, but Shabisky.
Thanks, boss.
No, she likes Shabisky's laugh for some reason. And she just
just
thinks
got a
Red
weird
Eye's
voice.
adorable.
No, I just got a weird voice.
And she likes that.
Say that Red Eye looks like.
She likes Thomas from Kentucky too.
Oh, damn.
You know Tommy from the Bronx. I call him Thomas from Kentucky.
Thomas from Kentucky.
Which Tommy's always. I mean, there's certain people like that knows. Red Eye knows like how I feel about my mother, and like Landon, he'll message me just about every day. Best wishes to your mother. You know, which is awesome. Tommy does the same thing a lot of times. Every time he'll tell me, you know, say hi to your mom for me. And people, you know, that's how you get with me. That's how you become. That's how you earn my respect if you respect her. Shabisky has disrespected her because he talked about having sex with her.
What?
Yeah.
I was just curious.
And then he
What
has
did
to
you
go
do?
and get mad at me. Girlfriend.
That word you said earlier, I think you're one of those.
Yeah.
I don't
People who
remember what it
can't
was. But
Think
it's
about
that.
yeah, I don't remember, but it was like people who can't think about anything else.
Yep, that's you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah. Pimp's mom.
When it comes
And
to
that-
Mama Pimp,
Oh, you stop.
Yeah, you're grounded, Shab.
No, I know he doesn't.
Fun
Go hard.
ground
Yeah, if I knew he meant ill will, I would honestly not. But I know it because I do talk about fucking his girlfriend too.
that is
He got mad about it the other day, Red Eye. He got a little hot for a quick second there. He got hot about it.
Just for a moment, I was thinking about flattening your face, Pimp.
Yeah, but you thought about who I
Yes,
was,
look.
and you rethought that question, didn't you?
Shab,
Nope.
did
No.
you
I
really
just calmed
turn to
down.
the
I didn't want to
dark
hurt you.
By the
Okay?
way, Hannibal,
Did you turn to the dark side,
Monty
Shab?
said that toast avatar does look good.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, Monty is the one who drew that.
Oh,
is
that's
super-
bragging on
yeah.
yourself, you fucking motherfucker.
He drew that. He's awesome. He's so talented.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing something with Monty. For actually, this is no joke. I'm gonna pay him, of course, because that's his work. But I thought about sending him a picture of my mom and my pop together, and having him, if he could do that. I don't know if he does that kind of shit, but he can do his own thing with it. You know, do his own thing. But I know he's such a great artist. I would like to have a piece by him. So. And
Yeah,
I
from
was-
what I've seen, it's incredible. Like I can't draw at all, so I admire people that can just
Yeah,
create
me too.
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was not blessed for that guy. I can't draw a fucking stick figure right. I
can't draw. Like, I can doodle. Like, I don't know if I have. I'm nowhere near anything as close as good as Monty is. Like, Monty's just. It's Monty, you know?
Yeah, Monty's. The thing I like to watch Monty work though, because it's a. Yeah.
You know, it's just like little doodles. Like, that's all I do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But Monty working is a work of art. To watch him actually paint is
I love those videos.
Yeah, it's pretty. I watched one night and I was just sitting there. I was like, "Damn, this is so cool." And I normally wouldn't watch that stuff, you know. But to watch his style, he does it to music and he dance. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's how he gets. It's how he does his thing. And I respect any art, like any kind of art form. Like my father was a musician, right? He was a drummer and a singer. And I used to get asked all the time, like, well, because are you any good at drums and stuff? I'm like, fuck no! I can't even do
Isn't
it.
it funny when people, like, assume that, like, because your parent is something, it's like, oh, well, your parent was a famous, you know, musician. Let's hear you do stuff. And it's like...
No, my art is making people laugh. That's my art. That's what I'm good at. You know, some people think I'm good at that. Fuck them people.
My two favourite standout channels for creating stuff audio and visually is Hannibal and Monty, and Poisoning the Well are the other guys, because creatively, like, I've really watching the shit show, because when they start talking about certain comics and stuff and movies, and you've got all the bases covered, because those guys know what they're fucking talking about. They're very, very good at the disciplines that they enjoy doing, and they know their craft, and it's just really good to watch people that actually know what they're fucking talking about review stuff that are fans of it as well. It's like some of my favourite stuff that I've ever watched came from the shit show when they were reviewing, I think it was a bunch of comics. It was...
Well, I like the Hannibal guy.
I like them both equally.
Fuck that.
Everyone knows I'm Team Hannibal, so...
Fuck that Monty guy.
Monty happens to be wrong quite often.
Now, the way you were explaining that, it reminds me of also the first time I had Pat on the show. Red just went silent.
Yeah, I found the fuck right out, because, like, I'm a huge Poisoning the Well fan. It's like I've only just started doing the show, and there's Pat from Poisoning the Well, and I've been watching their shit for like a few years and watching their streams, and it's like I just went. And then these two guys went fucking crazy and had one of the best, probably my favourite show, actually, because I didn't say a fucking word.
Well, we got to talking about comedy, and we got.
I would love to see the conversation that can make Red Eye shut the hell up.
Well, that's one, because we got deep. What it is, we basically started breaking down comedy and stuff, and started talking about, like, really getting into it. And it was a good conversation.
I love you, Red Eye, you know that.
I was just learning shit, because no, you can take the piss right out of me. It's funny as hell, because it is one of the rare times where I didn't contribute to the show much until right at the end, because I was really enjoying it. Was kind of really close to what you see on Joe Rogan's podcast. It was just two dudes having a really cool discussion, and now I definitely didn't need to interject at all, because this was a really natural flowing conversation. It was one of the best episodes we've done.
It actually changed the format of the show, remember?
Yeah, it was just a really cool thing. It was a sort of a happy accident.
Yeah, it was kind of something that I always kind of wanted to do, but I was doing something different on the show. But then I seen I was good at it. I was good at what I'm doing right now, just talking. I love how Joe Rogan does this podcast, where it isn't news article after news article, stuff like that, right? It's natural conversation, but there is bullet points in my head that I want to talk about, and I get to it and stuff like that. And until Shabby takes over and makes me shut up and just talks too much. It's just never happened.
Yeah. Just to quickly mention Poisoning the Well, those guys are criminally undersubbed, and some of the stuff they've done, and I actually subbed a Pat's channel as well, and I've checked out some of his comedy, and he's fucking funny.
They're awesome. Both of them are great.
Walking up onto a stage, like, and trying to make people laugh, I couldn't imagine doing it. Like, sitting on the show and getting random laughs, I love doing it, but to go that step and to write a routine and then to stand up on the stage and put yourself out there, like, that's another act of bravery that I would die inside 1,000 times before I got to the final step, before I got onto the stage itself. So if you're not sub to the shit show or Poisoning the Well, do so, because there's real cool fucking back catalogue on the Poisoning the Well channel.
Yeah.
And the shit show is just, it's got good back catalogue and it's happening every week. So sub.
I want to say, I've said this before. You know this. I'll say it again. My favorite, the only show I watch full episode of is not either one of those you were talking about, because I can't stand the shit show. No, I'm joking. It is the shit show. And I love Hannibal, Monty. Those guys, they're my boys. I mean, they're my boys. And
they should
when
come
I'm not gonna bring up. I'll kind of bring it up. But when a certain situation happened a while back, where somebody said something very bad about a situation, Monty was like, he came out and said, "Hey, look, I'm Team Pimpmunk, and this shit ain't right." I'm fucking people don't know. I'm talking about the Joe situation where he, and so talked about my dad and shit, my dead father and stuff like that. Monty was one of the first ones that said, "Hey, fuck that shit," and you could tell it really pissed him off. So I'll always be appreciative of that. But Hannibal is better.
Oh, damn.
But I'm also a
Team
big fan of
Multiple.
burnt toast.
What's that?
Big fan of yours.
Thank you.
I want to.
Behave.
What? I wasn't gonna say anything.
It's a married woman. Behave.
Well, he can join.
I don't know if you are his cup of tea, Pimp.
I don't bring tea in there.
Well, that's your problem.
I got a
You're
goddamn
doing it.
Eat it.
I'm just going to check the news to see if Trump's been taken back to hospital yet after collapsing in a fucking pile.
Did you guys watch him going into the White House last night and like the labored breathing that he was having? And then
He wasn't here when I first got. The first thing I did, Missy, was make fun of that.
the fucking freak out about him taking his mask off is what I don't understand. They're all like, oh, he took his mask off. He took his mask off.
I'll tell you
He
why.
took his mask off. And I get it, he's got corona, but he was going into his residence, right?
But listen, baby, you gotta understand. Here's why, and I think most people will agree with and I think you even will after I say this. He is the leader of the free world. He has to set an example at all times.
I get that. I do get that. But this is what I'm saying, is that they dropped him off to his residence where he was going to be quarantined. Correct?
Yeah.
So that was the place where he was in. That should have been his quarantine area. He should be able to turn around, take his mask off, show you guys he's okay, show you he's breathing, and then go into his quarantine space. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't. That's what I don't understand. Why freaking out. He was going into his quarantine space.
Quick question. Do you think Trump was going to be quarantining, like literally quarantining? Or do you think there was going to be a whole bunch of...
set up like a whole apartment area where he was going to be walking around and certain people were going to be in there and that's it.
But basically, I did bring up a good point. There was like 5 people that walked in the building also not wearing protection.
Here's the problem. If he's infected, he's now infectious. And because he is, a leader and because he might give a shit about the people around him, he should at least wear a mask because it will reduce the fucking risk of him spreading the infection.
Because
I get what you're saying.
At the White House.
Yeah.
I just think that where he was, I don't think that they were going to have him enter at a different spot and then go through the White House to his residence where he was going to be quarantined, because then they'd have to
there was also
sanitize all that. Those people might be the people that are staying in that area with him for the next 2 weeks. Those people might also be the infected people. They're all staying together in that one area.
But like I said, honestly, I think you should have worn just for an example.
I get wearing it, but I also get why he took it off to show people okay, look, I'm breathing.
But that was a fail because he was suffering from breathing.
And it backfired on him.
Here's the thing: we kind of worked out he was breathing because he's standing there. It's not a huge.
Labored breathing. You can see he was labored Like
And
having
we
a hard
also
time.
couldn't have noticed that if he'd have kept the mask on. He was dumb. If he'd have kept the mask on, we wouldn't have seen him suffering for fucking breath.
See, what he should have done was stay at Walter Reed for another fucking week to set an example. Because here's the thing: the reason he's out now is, where was that lovely news article? Where is it here? It's a really special one.
What the hell?
So, yeah.
Well, we're having an issue.
Skype just fucking killed their cameras and roboted the shit out of Red Eye. Skype, what the fuck is up with you today? I don't get it.
What?
I don't know.
I'm probably lagging the call out. It's just
No,
the
No, it ain't you. It's the cameras go off. It's not you.
That's
That
not
happens
you.
all the time. Yeah, that's the reason we always cover our cameras up when we gotta go, like Missy just did, instead of turning them off. Because if you turn them off,
It fucks everything up.
so Skype turns off, it fucks it up.
as long as it's not the latency on.
This is not Shabisky's fault, Dylan. Quit blaming Shabisky. Shabisky's innocent.
I'm innocent, I tell you. I didn't do anything.
Shabisky, as a host of the Morning Wood, and a host I so respect, ask our guest Burnt Toast a question.
A question for Burnt Toast. How long have you been doing YouTube, Burnt Toast?
Good question.
I posted my first video, which was more like clips, at the end of November 2019.
It would have been an amazing question if I hadn't asked her that the first time she called.
Wow.
But you're the greatest.
I'm the greatest.
Yeah. You tried. And you did a good job.
Trying that counts.
You get an A for effort.
All right.
Oh, damn.
Are we
It's the first
back?
A I've ever gotten. It's awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, they're back.
So
I don't know why it's
I'm
done
alright.
that. Yeah, you're fine.
Yes.
Oh, as long as I'm not lagging you out. Yeah, so Trump got a whole bunch of drugs that are reserved for basically no one else on the planet could get the drugs that Trump received. So for him to stand out the front and sort of go, look, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Yeah.
You know, it's all good. It's kind of nearly what I'd nearly go far as saying it's nearly false advertising, because your average American fucking cannot get the treatments that man received. The ultra wealthy can't even get the fucking treatments he received, because he received a couple of treatments that have not passed your medical fucking whatever the steps it's got to go through. What's your medical board called over the AMA or whatever? I forget. They've got to certify these drugs, and the FDA haven't certified these treatments that he got. He got one for, Landon knows what it's for. It's for fucking malaria.
Fucking prednisone. They're talking about him being on
Hydrochloroquine.
steroids. It's prednisone.
Yeah.
I've got that in my closet. It's not that big of a deal.
Well, but one of the treatments, a couple of the treatments he got, you can't get. No one else can get because the FDA hasn't fucking approved them yet. So for him to stand up and go, I'm feeling all right, it's a dangerous thing to do. There's 200,000 dead Americans right now, and 10% of the world's fucking infected.
No, Burnt, you were trying to say something before the Skype went all crazy about all this.
Well, I was just going to say, I agree with what Red Eye is saying. I also think that I don't think he cares. I think that regardless of how his virus kind of reacts in his particular body, whether it's severe, moderate, or mild, I think he's going to try to push this narrative that it's no big deal, it's just a cold, he's this great, like, ooh, I'm going to beat this kind of guy. And I think that even if it was really severe, he's going to pretend like it's not, because that's the story that he's going to try to push.
Yeah. He's going to say, oh, it's not that big, like if I can do it, like I survived, I'm a survivor. Look at me, I'm so great. It's like, yeah, a lot of us could survive it if we had a private helicopter and 12 of the greatest doctors and every medicine known to man available to us. Like,
he had Marine One. He didn't have a private helicopter. He had fucking Marine One at his disposal. Yeah. He had Secret Service agents there to basically carry him. He fucking, it's amazing that he got up there and stood there.
We would all have done better on COVID if we had that shit. Like,
well, here's the thing too. I want to play Mr. Trump back 2 pieces of video. The first piece of video has him declaring COVID a democratic hoax. The next piece of video has 30 seconds of footage of him basically saying if you get COVID, it's because you're incredibly old or you're fucking weak. So I say to the American people who value strength in their leadership, your fucking Cheeto-dusted president.
You want to find those clips and send them to me, and
he caught a democratic fucking hoax, and he's weak as piss. So good luck electing that guy. Wink. I'm just using his words against him at this point, and it's kind of funny to think about all this shit. He called it a democratic fucking hoax at the start, and there's footage of him out there if anyone's in the chat going, no, he didn't. Yes, he did. He fucking did. And there's footage of him that I linked to Landon the other day that I'll pull out of my Discord where and I quote, if you get this, you're old, or you're sick, or you're weak. So, Mr. Trump, which one is it? Is it a democratic hoax still, or are you just old and weak?
What I think is hilarious is that he spends so much time saying that, oh, I just have a mild version, I'm fine, it's no big deal. Oh. And then at the same time, yeah, it's just, yeah.
His statement this afternoon, I could be immune.
Yeah, he did say that. He did.
The immunity working out for you.
We know this. We can, you would not took medicines for it if you were immune.
Do you guys hear? I don't know if this was recent. I saw it yesterday, and I haven't really heard anyone else speak about it. But there was another man killed. Another black man killed by police officers. Yeah. And he saw a woman getting beat up, so he went to go help and called the police. And when the police came, the police shot him with a taser. And because the taser made him convulse, they viewed it as a threat and then shot him dead.
Wow.
That's fucked up, though.
I saw it yesterday on Instagram, and I haven't really seen a lot of it anywhere else.
I'd wait for the body cam, all of the body cam footage to come out so you get the full story. Like, here's the problem with the social media clips. They usually show 3 or 4 seconds of some pretty shitty footage that makes certain parties look bad.
Footage. This was just a story and, like, the pictures of him.
Just, all I'm saying is I'm not passing judgment on anyone. Just wait. It takes several weeks sometimes for them because they've got to go through the footage and edit out every person that's in public. They've got to edit out their face, every license plate, every phone number on every shop front. They try and edit all that shit out. And that will give you a better idea of what went on. Taking social media posts as anything except with not just a grain of salt, a truckload of fucking salt is wise. Wait until it gets to court and the videos come out, because that's usually the quintessential evidence that shows one way or the other what fucking happened. And sorry to be an naysayer. I'm not trying to be a naysayer. It's just like I'm being cautious and saying
definitely, because I know like you have to take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt, and that's why I'm kind of because I haven't seen it everywhere else, and it isn't like a Breonna Taylor situation or the Elijah McClain, I think was his name. Yeah. It's not being publicized as much like that, so that's why like I'm kind of on the fence about like, did this actually happen? Is this something that's recent? Is this just something that they dug up from before? Like, regardless of if the man died because of that situation, like it's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say it wasn't a tragedy. Anyone getting shot is fucking sad. It's tragic.
Yeah.
And
no, of course
not. Not a shame he gets shot. It's not tragic.
I was just saying, like, I know not to like jump on and be like, oh, look at that, because I'm not seeing it a lot of places yet. So I do get what you're saying about like be cautious about it.
Just
I got
take
another
the case on its merits. That's all I do.
Yeah.
I try to do.
I got another tragedy to talk about. It's a tragedy that I'm 25 minutes late about doing the second hour bit.
Oh my God!
Holy dick!
It's burnt toast's fault.
You're fired. You're
Wait
fired.
a second. I'm going to. Hold on. This is another chance for me to white knight. And it's totally not her fault. It was Shab's fault because Shab.
What?
Shab
That's
was
it.
Shab.
I'm taking the whole 100 now. I'm not even splitting it with you. Fuck you.
You get 200, dickhead. I was getting 100 as well. You've just.
No, I was only giving you 50 interest. I was giving you 50. Now you get 0. Okay.
I'm still trying to do it.
Hey everybody, you should give some money to Pimp. He's got a Patreon and PayPal, and Missy,
Wait.
well, she's got a Patreon, and it's fucking. You should really join that one. Shab's got a Patreon. It rocks. And Bulls is the hand. He's the hand with fucking. He's the man with the hand up Pimp's butt. It's like God, right? What do you expect? I'm an Australian. I've got a speech impediment. And I'm quite high, and it's now 2:30 in the fucking morning, and I've been awake for nearly 20 hours. What do you expect? You get what you fucking pay for. There, I'm done.
$2.
He's getting paid.
No, I get paid double what I used to get paid, which is 0. So you can multiply 0 by 1,000,000, and it's still. Pimp exponentially increases my pay rate of 0 every episode. It's a smart contract.
It is the second hour. We'll just jump right to it. Shabisky got a Patreon. Please throw him a few bucks. Missy's got a Patreon. Please throw us, but you get some perks for both of them. Missy's got some lovely photos that you may want to look at. Booleanenator's got some lovely photos. He really doesn't, but I've said. But he does have a Patreon, which you need to give some money to and help him out. He needs it. I've got a Patreon. And I've got a Streamlabs direct link to PayPal. I'll throw my Cash App in that room. We've received absolutely no tips so far today. That's
Dude, you didn't even do it right though, Pimp. Go, Missy. What do we do in the second hour?
I said I was going to jump right into it. I skipped that part today.
Yeah, but you have to have her do that.
No,
Okay? It's necessary. How do you expect people to give money without that?
she doesn't even have an appendix.
It's in the contract.
I don't have an appendix anymore. I'm not a woman.
She's not even human anymore.
Oh.
Less of a woman now.
So did your appendix tried to play murder ball with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's not cool.
On Friday.
Really?
Yep.
Why couldn't have done it live on the air? That would have got us views.
Oh God.
No.
You could have had the surgery live on the air. Just get the doctor around.
Oh, the doctor was mad at me because I called him dude.
Hey, dude, don't call the doctor dude.
Oh, he was really mad. I mean, I was violently throwing up, and he was asking me questions. And I'm like, dude, go get the answers from one of the other people I already answered the fucking question for. And he was like, I'm not your dude. I'm your doctor. But, like, angry about it.
All right. Was he the surgeon? What did he actually do? Was he important?
He was the anesthesiologist.
Yeah, he's actually the most important part of the team because he's the dude that keeps you alive. So
I consider the one that cuts me open a little bit more important.
Nah, that a robot can do that job quite easily. Now the dude keeping you alive's the guy.
He just doesn't have the mathematical equations.
Oh no! Hey, look, I'm totally on board with you. If someone came up to me while I'm violently ill because my appendix is just detonated in my sides and I'm in incredible pain and they start asking me the question that I've already answered 5 times, someone's getting punched in the dick. It's that simple. It's like you dick punch people after the 5th one. It's like then shit gets done. It's like this person needs surgery. They're so angry and in so much pain they are dick punching people.
Yeah, Raisin Girl actually just found the article for the story that I was just talking about the man who got tasered. And he was a good man. Like it says Texas cop killed a black man called a pillar of the community, and now he's charged with murder. And maybe that's why, because
if the DA's already brought charges, well, let the courts have their day, and it's just sad that fucking poor family's got to bury their fucking loved one. That's just fucked up.
Something is burning. Hang on.
Something's burning. Probably your background. Goddamn candles are goddamn where. Or maybe you might be smelling her guest because her name is Burnt Toast.
Yeah, it could be me.
I don't know. Who's setting fire to stuff?
Do what, Red?
Who's setting fire to stuff?
Probably her sons. They're crazy children. They're crazy children. What is going on here? So I got a phone thing I gotta do. Shabby, talk.
Hi guys. This is the Shabisky show. I'm taking over. I'm taking a dab for every 20 likes. Okay, so make sure to give it a thumbs up.
And he'll take 2 dabs if you tip.
Oh damn.
Thumbs to the up.
Holy thumbs to the up. See, how much likes are we at? We're at 23 likes, but we have 35 people watching. What the fuck?
Come on, people.
My
You gotta tap
God.
that button.
Yeah. And if every one of those people gave $100, it'll be alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going to have to get Landon on one day to talk about what he did during his time in Sunnyvale City Council, or whatever they call it in America, because they instituted some changes with the police and the way they did things in their community back in the 1990s, and incorporated the police, fire, and ambulance into one service. So they're cross-trained. They're fully qualified police, fully qualified firefighters, fully qualified medics, all working under one roof.
I know how to stop it.
It's a pretty cool idea.
I know how to stop the police violence. Stop hiring racist cops.
Oh, look, just turn everything like chop. That worked out so fucking dandy for everybody up there, didn't it? That just was... It's not like the murder rate increased by 300% during that fucking little demonstration and love-in, as the mayor called. Oopsies. And there's so much footage of people just walking around. You hear just... It's basically... sounds like the fucking Wild Wild West. There's just gunshots going off everywhere. You're watching people's live streams from in Chop, and you just hear bang, 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 bang.
You hear they open up a mummy thing?
What?
Where's the... I need a news article. I haven't got it. They open up a mummy.
They,
I saw
over in
that.
A mummy's tomb, yeah.
Egypt found a new crypt, did they?
Did they?
It was like 2,500 years old.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, I saw them
is
opening it.
Is it like pyramids of Giza, or a different part of Egypt?
I don't know. I just seen the article earlier, and I didn't really read it. I just I seen the headline.
No, it's cool. Well, if you want to talk about it, read some of it out, because that
The
shit
cool
is...
thing though was the tweet somebody tweeted out. That's what caught my eye. Somebody was... I can't remember who tweeted it out. Somebody said, please... What they said was, please don't do this. It's year 2020. Don't open the fucking tomb. The mama gonna come out and start killing me. It was funny. That's what caught my eye about it. But yeah, I think we should like do Shabisky that way.
Yeah,
Well,
that'd be neat.
build a massive pyramid around his crypt.
But he's still
Dude,
alive.
I like the dedication. Fuck yeah, guys. Let's get to building this pyramid.
Now, Shab,
Is that a big statue? That looks
do you know what the
Shabisky?
process of mummification partakes? Do you know what you go through to be mummified?
He forgot.
I don't
He
care.
didn't think about that part.
All right, now
I don't care.
let's put it
I'm
this way.
ready.
We've got to preserve you. We've got to preserve you. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to get a few implements. Some of them are cutty. Some of them are like stabby and hooky. So one of them is like a metal hook, and we're going to shove it up your nose, and we're going to pull your fucking brain out of your fucking nose and put it in a jar. Right? Then we're going to cut you open, and we're going to scoop out your heart and all the other big organy bits, put them in jars, because we've got to save them for the afterlife, because you've got to keep all your shit together.
Yeah,
So-
you do.
Then we embalm you, and then wrap you up in the thing, and
You're gonna be
so,
dead,
yeah.
so you're not gonna feel any of it anyway.
Welcome to the afterlife, mate.
It's not like they do
You
this when you're alive. If they
But
were
you'll
gonna-
have a
that's what's
statue
going
in the
on.
pyramid, though.
Yeah.
You're a
be
living
dead
god.
anyway.
You're fine.
Do I get morphine?
You're gonna be dead.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
They're
like,
gonna do
before
this-
that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Wow, you'd be dead.
Before that.
Morphine giver?
When they're working on picking my brains out or whatever they do to murder me.
No, they're gonna murder you first and then pick your brains out. That's how it goes.
Oh.
Well, not necessarily.
You know, I knew a dude that fell through a grave.
That would be weird and kind of frightening.
Yeah, he was there. It was an old guy. I remember when he was telling me the story. He was there to like see, I guess went to some family member's grave. And when he was walking over the grave, and he fell through the motherfucker.
Was there a person in it?
Yeah, he fell into the coffin.
Ew.
And the coffin wasn't open or nothing, but he, of course, but yeah.
That's weird. That must have been a really old grave, though.
I don't
really
know. It might have been a new grave, probably.
I don't know, because the new ones, I'm pretty sure, have like a cement like thing you go down into.
Yeah, that was, you understand, I was a kid talking to a very old man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So,
No,
yeah,
there's
it was-
graveyards all over America right now, especially in the South, where after a good amount of rain, the bones will just boil up out of the freaking ground because of the ground movement. And there's actually, I watched a YouTube video recently where a girl was walking and she basically was picking up bones and selling them
That's insane.
on the internet, right? And it wasn't illegal in that state to do that, and they actually had to introduce government legislation to protect fucking graveyards from being... Now, she wasn't digging graves up, they were naturally coming up, and she'd find them on the surface, and she went, oh, I'll just grab
That's
these.
insane.
And then she said she just put them online. She said, oh, in case anybody wants some human bones for their witchy rituals, I've got some spare human bones here, I can just send them to you. Not a problem. And the cops ended up raiding her and busting her for it. And yeah, they had to introduce some legislation that said, listen, when you see human remains boil up out of the ground at the cemetery, don't take them home and sell them on eBay, please.
I don't know.
That's not
I don't-
cool.
I don't know if maybe it was because my dad was a Marine, so he was buried in like a special cemetery. But when we had his funeral, his coffin went into a cement box in the ground.
That's why there's sarcophaguses like that in Florida too. Like
Yeah.
you can't bury somebody that way anymore.
Yeah. It's just the ground. It's too much ground movement, and it just the bodies end up coming back to the surface.
Right. So they build a cement crypt, and then they put this coffin in the crypt, and they close the crypt
Oh,
with
the
another
steel
piece of
ball thing,
cement,
steel.
cement, whatever. The point
No,
is,
some of them are
it's not.
cement, some of them are steel. Yeah.
It's just not a bare coffin buried in dirt.
No, they
Yep.
don't
And
do
then,
that.
slight sidetrack, if you go back to the merry old England, back in the day when they were first learning about human anatomy, grave robbing was such a fucking huge problem
Yeah, it used to be
that
here.
they started putting cages around, so they'd throw the body in and they'd put steel fucking cages around so the grave robbers couldn't get... It got so bad that the dudes that used to rob the graves ended up running a boarding house, and they started killing people and then taking the bodies around to the anatomy school. And the doctor that was buying the bodies commented on the third or fourth one. He said, "This is amazing. This one's so fresh, it's still warm." And he went, "Oh," two dudes went, "Oh, yep, just give us our £7 and we'll be off." And they ended
I
up
think
getting...
back in the 30s or 40s, it was pretty bad around here, grave robbing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's madness. This
Which is a
story.
shitty thing to do, but
You would think there'd be a lot of like voodoo about going and getting the bones out, like
a lot of what, Missy?
voodoo.
Voodoo.
Yeah, voodoo.
I've heard of voodoo, but not voodoo.
voodoo.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever be messing with other people's graves. That's not
Yeah.
going to be a thing
What
for me.
if somebody paid you $5 million to go have sex with a corpse?
Okay.
No.
It would definitely be a stiff one.
Boom, boom. Damn.
I just got a notification right now that you're live on D-Live. Oh, notifications are working, boss.
Nice.
Yeah, my mom was telling me something. Her daddy used to tell her story years ago, of course. My mom was old as fuck. And so, anyways, back in the day, they would actually, bury you without embalming you, right?
Yeah.
And there was a woman that was buried alive.
Isn't that why they had those, like, bells, like the bells or the pipes or something, so you could yell up to them in case it happened to you?
Yep.
I don't know.
That's
but
exactly
how they discovered her was somebody was robbing the grave and they found her. And apparently she went crazy and was already pulling all of her hair out and shit.
Well,
They were robbing the fresh grave because the dirt's fresh, I guess. And they went in there.
It's easier to dig up.
Yeah, and then I guess the woman was like, I don't know. She might have died. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, it was crazy.
She probably died eventually. Everyone dies.
Yeah,
but that used to be so common that they had these things. There was either like a pipe that led down to the coffin, or like a string that was tied to a bell, so that in case you like woke up down there, you could start pulling on the string, and people could hear you. Like, oh shit, we buried another one. Go get him.
That was crazy. But now they embalm you and all that shit, so.
Yeah, I think now they double check. Like, they make sure you're dead. Double tap that shit.
Tap, tap, tap.
Double tap.
Double tap, Shabby. Shabby's from the hood. Like,
that's how you make sure they're dead.
Like, really from the hood. Like, really from the hood.
Hmm? I'll fuck you up, pimp.
Tell us about one of your hoods you fuck me up.
I'll beat your ass, pimp. You ready to go?
Okay.
What's up, bitch?
Maybe you can. I'm scared. I'm intimidated right now.
Uh-oh.
Good. Should be.
I mean...
Smarter than I thought.
You whooping my...
You might go all
Smarter than
Tony
you look.
Montana on you, though, pimp. You better watch.
He was more like Scrawny Mofana. He was the Scarface. This motherfucker, I don't know. I can't think of nothing. Anyways, I'll get burnt toast to whoop your ass.
Please don't burn toast.
And look here, we ain't made no test. We got 17 minutes.
What the fuck?
I need to make my stream go $74. If I make it, I will kiss Shabby.
Oh.
Oh my God.
That's
Romance.
I'm gonna kiss them, guys.
So excited.
oh wow. Hashtag Proud Boys. Sorry, Mr. McGuinness. I couldn't help
By
myself.
the way, man, I had 11 days no cigarettes.
Not bad. I had 2 cigarettes today. They were fucking delicious. I enjoyed every second of it. Every time I inhaled, that satisfaction as the drugs flooded my bloodstream, and the cancer also was in my body. Yeah. Now I regret those cigarettes.
Cancer.
But now I'm not nicotine free. I'm not gonna lie. I still dip, but but I have quit smoking though. 11 days ago.
That's good though. That's good.
Yeah. There's times where I really want one though. Like when I have to put up with bullshit. So every morning when I talk to Shabisky,
Yeah, it's all his fault.
it is Shabisky makes me want a cigarette.
What? Just take a dab instead. That'll help.
I don't.
Come over here, babe. I'll get you a dab ready.
Wait, back up.
Oh, he called you babe.
Come on, babe.
He does it all the time and it makes me
Come on,
mad.
baby. I'll pimp
Nah,
your baby.
Oh.
You got to give him the double and take a nice big slurpy sip from your coffee now, because you know how he loves it when you slurp on that fucking mug. Like, oh yeah, yep, perfect. Nailed it. Look at that look. Look how happy Pimp was.
I called you a whore.
Oh, she
Mama
knows that's not
Pimp.
true.
I miss you, Mama Pimp.
Somebody send a message to Mama Pimp to say that Pimp's a big bully and a poopy face. And he has dookie breath.
I do have dookie breath.
He does.
Earlier.
Look at Shab. He's just so focused right now.
What?
He
I'm writing a book.
Writing a book.
Writing a book.
Yeah.
Starts up.
Shab Diaries.
Yeah, Shab Diary.
The Shabiries.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, the day I took 20 dabs.
Yeah.
Man, I don't really remember much.
Adding a New Testament to the Shabeeble, that's all.
The Shabeeble.
Dear Diary, my dryer ate my sock, so I unplugged it.
Dear Diary, Rev gave me $100 today and then later on said he wants my channel destroyed.
He did,
and I took 10 dabs.
He did.
He did.
Poor little spoiled brat.
Which I think is crazy, too.
Next day, Dear Diary, I took Rev's $100 and bought $100 worth of dabs.
I don't understand, like...
And then you destroyed Rev's channel for something to do. You should have channel wars. Let's have an open channel wars. Let's just try and destroy everybody's channels. Let's just declare open warfare on everybody's channels.
Oh damn!
Let's manufacture some real drama. Every channel on YouTube we're openly declaring war on right now. All of them. All of them.
Oh.
Every single one. All of them.
All these crazy people on here, they're always accusing all of us that discuss them as trying to cancel them, and I'm like, no. I want you to continue to make videos for the next 20 years because there's so much content to talk about.
They're the ones talking about destroying people's channels. Never once spoke about destroying their channels.
Exactly.
See what Bert Toast just said touches on something. There's like this tiny fragment of me that actually wants Trump to win this election only because of only because the dumpster fire that will ensue, that comes after it, will oh my fucking
it'll be
God.
easy for you to watch from all the way over there in the country that doesn't exist.
That's right. I'm upside down and I don't exist, so I've got nothing to lose at this point.
Huh.
No, and like I said, it's just a tiny fragment of me. It's not even 1%. It's just but we all have to be honest and admit that if he does win, the shit show will be fucking huge.
Give us enough material for 50 years. We don't need no more material.
We don't need no more.
We need him to close the curtain, go away. Bye.
I don't know. See, I saw the South Park episode, and it nearly justifies his fucking presidency.
No. Panda says, you shut your damn mouth right out.
Oh, what the fuck?
Whoa, what is going on? Yay! $6.66.
Don't make him mad.
Well, that's something. Thank you very much. Finally got a tip. Appreciate you so much, PT.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, PT.
Yes, I don't know how much I need there. I added up. Let's go 75. We ain't got 12 minutes, or we're not gonna make it 12 minutes.
You're lying.
Am I lying?
You're lying. We're gonna do it.
You think we'll?
Yeah, we can make it.
Well, now see if we don't make it, I'm gonna be saying you did it, because I trust.
It'll be you.
It's only we can do this, babe.
There's a story about Jello Biafra, and I don't know if it's an urban legend or not, that he ran for office and he actually came second on the ballot, but they disqualified him because he ran under the name Jello Biafra and not his legit name. Now, I don't know if that actually happened or not, but it was a fucking story going around when I was younger and started listening to the Dead Kennedys, his political punk band.
Yeah.
I should research that to find out if he actually did run or not. If someone in the chat does know whether that actually did happen or not, because I've always wondered if that was true.
I don't know. I know that Joe Exotic ran for president.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And you know what I feel like? I don't feel like it'd been, if he'd have won, it'd been as bad as what we got.
He ran for mayor of San Fran. Okay, so that did happen, and apparently he did okay in the polls because people fucking know who he is. But you might not like his music, but yeah, you fucking know who Jello Biafra is. That's for sure.
I love Jello.
Really?
Dead Kennedys.
Shabby's
Jello.
cat's name is Jello, so that means you love Shabby's cat, and he's a big,
No.
fluffy orange
like my
ball
pussy?
kitty.
I like
Like my
Jello.
pussy
I don't
baby.
like cats. You know that. You know I stick cats in dryers.
That's not nice.
That actually did happen, but I didn't do it on purpose. But okay. Everybody knows the story.
On
Well,
purpose.
Bert knows the story, but it was an accident. I almost killed my ex-wife's cat.
The cat was in the dryer, and Pimp started the dryer, and then realized like 20 minutes in that the dryer was making a really odd thumping noise.
Yeah, I was washing dishes and I heard the dryer go ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And I'm like, well, there must be some shoes in there. And I kept washing dishes, and then I had them, and all of a sudden it just dinged in my head what the fuck was going on.
The
And I was
cat.
like, oh my God! And I ran there and opened it up, and it said, we all know cat shit stinks, but hot cat shit, oh my God.
Roasted.
He was
Slight-
scared, so he pooed.
But the cat didn't die.
Nope.
The cat was on the butt. You know how cats are graceful? This cat was no longer graceful. It would be just standing on the windowsill and just fall over.
It's good. What do they call that
And it's all
when you get
Pimp's
a?
fault.
What do they call that when you're playing football and you take a massive hit to the head and you?
Concussion?
Yeah.
The
Well,
cat was most definitely concussed.
What's the next level up from that? What's it called? Permanent brain damage.
Yeah.
Like you probably crushed the cat's frontal lobe up against its eyeballs.
Most likely.
Oh well.
It was fucked up. But
His
that cat
equilibrium was probably a little bit
kind of deserved it.
wonky.
I'm just going to say. It
No,
was
it
an
didn't.
asshole cat.
Nah. Did it used to push things off the bench on purpose?
Yes, and it would also get on my chest when I was asleep in the bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd wake up and the motherfucker beat his face would be in my face and go,
Because he liked you.
he was trying to suck my soul out.
No, he was actually. You reminded him of his mum. Was he digging his claws into your chest as well a bit? Because that's what they do when they.
No, he might have smelt his mom on my breath, but
Oh my!
Oh God.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
what? I had sex
That-
with my wife. Goddamn.
That's rude.
Kitty likes pussy.
What? What?
Wait, what?
What did Mrs. just say? Did Mrs. say kitty likes pussy?
Yes, it is.
Hello, can we reverse that, please, and we'll get a replay?
Say it again, Miss.
No.
Say it again, please.
Kitty likes pussy.
Oh
Hey.
my!
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
That's
actually
30
worthy of a
tips.
George
That's
Takei.
30
Oh
That's
my!
$75 tip. I'm putting people on. We ain't got but like 7 minutes, so I'm putting everybody on the goddamn clock. Especially
Kitty
Greg
likes
Lira.
pussy.
Greg Lira's on the clock. Tell him, Shabby.
You got some dirty ass looking fingernails,
Oh.
Pimp. Look like
Some-
poop was underneath your nails.
Dirty nails,
Yep.
clean show.
Maybe it was just
I
the
need-
angle. It looked like
I
there was like
need to
poop
make-
under your nails.
Nah, they ain't under my
Some of your
nails.
nails.
I need to ask the
Pointed
audience a
fingers.
favour. I need
I
someone
guess
to
it's-
find a shot of Pimp.
I
and
froze
Paul
like Ellie got
kissing.
froze. There goes. I have my hand, but now they ain't none on my nails. That's what I promise you.
No, what we got to do, we got to get this Proud Boys thing going. We got to find a screenshot of Pimp and Paul smooching, and we got to jazz it up in Photoshop and get that shit trending on Twitter under the hashtag Proud Boys.
Oh my God. Proud Boys are
Yep.
not racist. They have black people in the organization.
I think Gavin McGuinness is just a
That
massive shit-stirring fucking turd human being. Do you know what happened to Gavin McGuinness
Oh,
in
was that what I
Australia?
saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I saw like shit under your nails and around it.
It was Dill because I reached in there and get Dill. That's probably
okay. That makes sense because it looked like you were picking your ass. I'm just like, what the fuck, dude?
No,
wash your fucking hands, Jared.
No, there was a strange dude walking down the street while I picked his ass.
Ooh, he's picking his ass. That's nice.
Oh my!
Oh my god!
You're nasty.
Oh lord!
If I pick my ass, I always lick my fingers first down.
Well,
you gotta clean them. What are you talking about? That's awful. That's proper care.
That's nasty.
That's
nasty.
Gabby nasty.
What?
Gavin McGinnis is the definition of an insecure guy who can't stop talking about how manly he is. Okay, yeah, he's the one that got the whole shit started, right?
Yeah, it's quite. When I heard about George Takei as basically taking the Proud Boys fucking label, I just went, you got to love the fucking internet.
We're here the Morning Wood is here to connect you.
I don't know.
How did that? What?
We're here to connect people.
Please check the number and try again.
That's what we're here for.
Missy's here to connect with you.
The moment I knew this thing, the moment I knew this attempted takeover of the hashtag Proud Boys was going to be somewhat successful, as I saw the Canadian fucking military, the Canadian Army posted on their Twitter account 2 young gentlemen in uniform kissing passionately. I just went, I think that they may co-opt the Proud Boys fucking name off Gavin, and Gavin's going to have to come up with a new brand. Well played, Mr. Takei. Well played.
That dude anyway.
Look,
I don't like him.
He's a fucking turd.
Yes.
But like a broken clock, he can be he can be right about one or two things.
He can be twice wrong a day.
He can be twice wrong. He's wrong about a lot of shit, but he can be spot on about one or two things, but not about stuff that's very important. It's usually more along the lines of the free speech thing that I'll be in somewhat of an agreement with Mr. McGuinness. Other than that, I don't really. I've listened to some of his message and some of his shows, and I went, I do not share your opinions on these matters, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it. That's like Tim. There's a couple of commentators out there that's sometimes I'll agree with them, sometimes I won't, and it's usually when it comes to the free speech stuff, and I'm on board with them somewhat.
Well, you're a G-Man fan, so.
Yeah, I love the Clown Car Posse. Huge fan. Seen all of their work.
How do magnets work?
Fucked if I know. We should ask this Insane Clown Posse.
We should.
Wait, what?
Why are we talking about magnets?
Because
I don't know.
I wanted to.
Okay.
No, because of the Insane Clown Posse. He said something about a posse, and I thought about, because they asked how magnets work one time. They didn't know how magnets
Yeah, isn't it in a song? They put that?
Well, they did an interview first, then they ended up putting it in a song, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was originally said in a wrestling shoot interview, because, they're really into wrestling, pro wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They had their own organization and everything for a while. And I think that they were doing an interview. I think, I might be mistaken, but I think they were interviewed first. Now, I could be wrong, though, because I don't really follow the Insane Clown Posse. I've just heard about it.
Yeah.
I don't really like their music, too. There was one song they came out with years ago that I thought was good. It was Tilt-A-Whirl.
Other things about things I've never heard of before. You guys know how there's like that thing where like if your palm is itchy, it means that you're going to get money?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about dropping a whole bunch of stuff means somebody wants to see you?
No, I've never heard. I've heard if you scratch your nose, somebody's coming to see you.
Really?
Yeah. Heard if you scratch your balls, Missy will play with your penis. I've heard that one.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
Oh my god.
Is it true?
I've just never heard that before.
No, I've never heard that one either before. they got all kinds of weird superstitions, like broken mirrors, 7 years bad luck, walking under a ladder is bad luck.
Yeah, but I've heard all of those. I've never heard of if you're dropping a whole bunch of stuff, it means somebody wants to see you.
I won't get member badges trip ever. I'm sorry, but I won't because I'm not giving YouTube any money without having to. So yeah.
That is a kind of funny idea.
I know it's still money for me, but it's just the thing. It's a personal thing. YouTube's fucked me over so much, and yeah, so fuck them. Yeah. I know people tell me it's still money, but yeah, but if they, I just don't like them.
Yeah, and those green names would look cooler than the blue names on the mod, so no.
Yeah.
No. I like looking cooler than just the normal white chat name, so no. I want to be the cool kid, I want to have the cool Fortnite skin in chat.
Can we, moderator man, and do you mind if we go, like 4 or 5 minutes over?
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
And yeah, we just go a few minutes. So I'm trying to get these motherfuckers to make my stream go. Because if I don't make it, Shab's gonna go on a murder spree.
Oh no.
Yep, again.
Why, Shabby? Why?
The first murder spree you went on, what weapon did you use?
Double-sided dildo.
A butter knife.
And a double-sided dildo. Had them on in each hand.
Double-sided
dildo. With the dildo and then cut them with the butter knife.
Who was the person who did double-sided dildo first?
Me.
See, now I want you all to point this out. I want to point this out. Everybody always talking about me saying perverted shit. And if you notice, at least 10, 12, 13,000 times on the show, Missy be saying some nasty ass shit. And I'm the one to blame.
Yep, it's your fault, boss. Really.
Sorry.
You've created an environment that people feel it's necessary to compete with you in your sexual harassment level. So,
I didn't think saying using a double-sided dildo as a weapon was harassment.
Or it could be just FOMO, fear of missing out on the double-ended dildo. I don't know.
Are you creating a hostile streaming environment, Missy? Jesus Christ.
Apparently.
I'm going to report you to
gotta
Auntie
talk to
Susan.
HR.
Auntie Susan's going to hear about this.
I'll talk to HR, which is me.
Yep, you gotta go through a class. You gotta calm that down, Missy.
I'm going straight to Auntie Susan. That's it. She's going to hear about this.
As long as you don't put a cat in a dryer, then you're good.
I'm a
Somebody
degenerate.
who does that is crazy.
I'm a degenerate.
See, Trip, I agree. I was talking about murder, and this bitch started talking about dildos. And I'm the one who gets all the fucking perverted claims over here. It's nasty.
Yeah, no,
And I ain't mentioned no double-ended dildo. She did. I was talking about killing people.
That's right. I just wanted to remind you that you were talking about committing murder, but I'm glad you...
Which is
I
perfectly
wanted to
acceptable.
commit the murder with the double-sided dildo. What's the problem? I don't see the issue.
That's a hell of a way to go out.
So is Shab dual-wielding double-ended dildos? So potentially he's basically got 4 dildos at this point.
Did you say dual-wielding?
Dual.
Oh, I thought you said dual. I'm like, what the hell's the race shit about?
No. Oh, really? No, I'm not being thrown. Apparently, I've just been told that I've now got my own page on the Southern Poverty Law Centre next to Adam Raceworski. Thank you very fucking much. Nice work, boss.
Adam Worski, that fucker, old fucker, I tell you. I don't like him. I don't like a lot of people, apparently.
Look, they gave something to the internet. We were entertained for a while, and we got to watch a slow motion train wreck burst into flames and explode.
Some of us was like, not one. I didn't like that shit from the get-go. You knew that, though.
Look, there was a certain stream, and I don't want to drop too many names. We'll just say that they had to show their list of videos that they may have reported, and they were caught buttering both sides of the bread fucking big time, and Mr. Medica may have been there. That was one of the finest fucking moments on YouTube ever. It's just like, that'll go down as like, oh, one of the biggest gotchas ever, and it happened on a fucking live stream.
I think the best moment ever on the internet was when Shab, admitted that he was in love with Shani.
What?
You're in love with her.
No, you heard me wrong. I'm in love with Rev, okay? I want to suck that little carrot, okay? I have an exact replica here of Rev's carrot.
Ooh.
Right here. This is an exact replica.
Wow.
Yeah. It's actually pretty nice. If you ask
I need
me.
to ask you, what are you... Why do you have that in your possession?
None of your business.
Look how he pets it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and loving.
Who doesn't pet their penis,
What you need
dude?
on that is a gigantic piercing that's actually bigger than the dick itself.
Yeah, just this big ass.
And
like,
Shabisky's gonna
like-
start calling it the Precious, and we're in trouble then.
Go and buy a padlock for it and just drill a hole in it and lock it up. Beauty.
This would be like a key thing.
I
my
said the
Prince
same
Albert.
thing, Raisin. I said it looked like a Monopoly piece.
Yeah. That's what I said when I first got it. It'd be funny to play Monopoly.
You need to create a perverted Monopoly and do that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we should
I
get a
bought
bunch
my
of
own
them and
piece.
play Monopoly.
Shab's got Monopoly, the Patriarchy Edition.
I get
There
to be
you
the
go.
cat of nine tails. That's all I'm saying. I get to be the cat of nine tails.
Can I be the glass ceiling?
I just want to be the lube.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn.
What?
Or keep an eye out on the merch store, because next month Shab's releasing his little buddy there on the merch store. $29.95. You can have your own mini Shab.
Yeah.
Each one will be personally tested by Shab himself. Wink. We'll put it in the autoclave afterwards, though, to sterilise that bad boy before we send them out to you. We promise.
Not necessary.
We don't want to give people
We
COVID.
were sick for talking about perverted Monopoly.
Sorry, Mom and Pimp.
Missy says, go fuck yourself. She don't get what you find disgusting.
I said sorry.
Mama.
Lying.
Wow, you're all getting thrown under the bus now. Welcome to the club.
Liar.
I
Plenty of-
defended your honor.
It's plenty of room
I
under here
did.
because it's a big bus. It's like one of them
He
yellow
had him in
school
the chat room.
buses.
Said he hated old white women. That's when he wasn't going to tip much today.
Wow.
Damn.
He didn't give a fuck if you ate or not. H.T. Ham said that, Mama. He hated old white bitches.
Come on, tactical mop. I want to see the mop just come in and go, blop, boop, boop him on the snoot. Just go, boop on the
I
snoot.
know I said a few minutes. So we're going to go 2 more minutes with that, make it 10 minutes over the time. So we'll end it in 2 minutes. But yeah, PT shouldn't have said that about my mama.
No, I'm wrong.
Bad PT.
I'm wrong, PT.
That was horrible.
It was Ron.
I was
Ron.
wrong.
I still don't understand why she doesn't put G's.
Because she saves all of G's for the N-word.
Yeah, think about that. She remembered the G's and the N-word.
Yep.
Interesting.
The R's, too.
Yep.
That's like that.
She's stupid, but she's not dumb.
She's stupid. She ain't dumb.
Like, I leave off some of my G's. Like, if I'm talking really fast or if I'm typing really quickly, I'll leave off a G if it's like adding ing to the end of the word sometimes. But like in the word wrong, G is an essential part of that word. That's like in the original spelling of the word.
But she's an archangel. She can do whatever she wants, Missy.
That's
Don't you know that?
She still
Archangel of
fucks
speech purposes.
He's Sandal Flip Flop or some shit.
I don't know.
He's a beach
Sandal, lard, and Medicuck. I don't know what they call themselves. So.
Medical lard. Sandal lard and Medicock. I like that. Adacock, what do you think? Anyways.
Sorry.
It's time to go.
It is.
I'm saying I didn't want to leave, but we want to thank Red Eye and really big thanks to Burnt Toast for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we'll love having you on. Tomorrow, remember, on Wednesdays now, from now on, we started this last week, host-only shows on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then Thursday, we'll have guests, and yeah, that's about it. Shabby, you going to be streaming today?
Yeah. I'm going to stream right after this, I think.
You know what we miss, Shabby? You
What?
still owe us a word of the day.
I did it.
No, you were supposed to do two.
You did, I remember.
Oh, yes, right. You were supposed to do 2. Tomorrow, he'll do 3.
Ooh.
That's a lot of
I
work.
gotta go.
Keep racking them up there, Shabisky. Keep racking them up.
That's a lot of words.
That was a good word to do, though. I like that.
It was, though. I did.
So anyways, before we go, Toast, you got anything happening on YouTube or anywhere?
Yeah, actually, watch the shit. Me, Hannibal, and Monty started this kind of minute of Lulz Cow thing, where it's like a minute and a half of kind of a recap of the week's craziness, and they put it on their show. I put it on my channel. People like it, so we're going to continue to do it. Also, I continue to do my parody and comedy videos, and also Black Toast TV with Black Eye TV. The 3rd episode will be on his channel, so check that out.
Awesome.
Nice.
And Red Eye doesn't.
Just do what Toast said to do. Yeah, there you go.
And anyways, that's it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Kill that hit button.